Asian Paints Loctite Quick presents Starry Nights Gen Y, powered by Bacto V and co-powered by Everyouth Naturals.
Your next film is going to be Laxmi. Hello and welcome to yet another super episode of Starry Nights Gen Y at Score Sports Bar, Mumbai. A wise man once said, don't hunt for reasons to be happy. Instead, be the reason to make others happy and thoroughly try to follow this. And our guest tonight seems to live by this philosophy. Wherever she goes, she brings good news. Whether it's Ranveer Singh or Kabir Singh, they're all crazy about her. Please welcome the Laxmi bomb of Bollywood, Alia. Welcome, Alia.
Thank you, Alia.
Don't be confused. In the Bhool Bhulaiya of my words, she's Alia Advani. But in Bollywood, we call her Kiara Advani. Kiara, please let them know the reason for the name change.
Actually, now it's Kiara only. It's Kiara Alia Advani. I mean, it's pretty simple. There was already a superstar Alia before I entered. She was well established. But I think I just wanted my own identity. I didn't want that confusion thing, you know, ki kaun si Alia or something like that. So that's how the name Kiara came up. And I mean, like today, whoever knows me since the change, my name only calls me Kiara. And even my friends, it's like now they say Kiara and it's like Ki all the time because they're so used to hearing Kiara, Kiara. So even I don't respond to Alia as much. So if you said Alia, I'll be like, But yeah, except for at home with my mom and dad, no one really, it's Kiara for everyone.
It's quite strange. You said, my friends call me Ki.
Yeah.
And imagine in Bollywood, you seem to have become the key to success.
Oh, I don't know that, but...
I mean, two blockbusters, Good News and Kabir Singh, that's not easy. Especially for heroines.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, two extremely different films, extremely different roles. I keep thinking about it now. I'm like, I really got lucky in 2019. I think this is the tough part, right? To kind of balance and keep that, manage to make each film as exciting. So yeah, I think you just have to work hard and then leave the rest to the audience and God.
Kiara, this was for starters. I'd like to ask you one question. What's your fascination with kids?
You know, my mum, she has this play school and she started this play school because when my brother and I were very young, she used to enjoy going with us to preschool and nursery. And when I graduated from college and when I was, you know, that interim phase when you're not yet an actor, but you're aspiring to be one. So you have all your classes in the day and your workshopping and all of that. So I used to go there. And these were children from like 8 months to 4 or 5 years. I mean, I've changed diapers. I've done everything. I've done everything that I could have.
Which must have come in handy for Good News.
We weren't changing diapers there,
No,
but I've done the maternal instinct.
Yes, maternal instincts, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
like I remember my Masi, she watched the film and the scene where I have my premature child and she's like, when you went to see the child for the first time, you have portrayed every emotion that a mother would. How the hell did you know that? I said, I also don't know. It just happened when Raj showed us those prosthetic babies, which they made look so real. But yeah, I mean, children are they're so honest, yeah. You can't, even today, if I'm having like a dull day or I'm feeling a bit blasé, I have my cousin who's 2.5 now. I go and meet him. I just feel so happy in their company because they're just so oblivious to everything that's happening and they're just so pure, and that's so lovely to just be around.
Our first segment is not as pure. It's called a chill and grill.
Yeah.
We'll start with chill, but slowly you'll see the heat going up.
Okay.
So let's begin with chill. You know, you were born into a family of legends.
Yeah.
Not many
Good
know,
say.
but your grandfather is Ashok Kumar.
Yeah. Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather is Kishore Da, and your grand-uncle is Saeed Jafri Saab.
Yeah.
You know, so was that a pressure on you when you entered films?
You know, I didn't know them at all. I never met them. And I was very young when Ashok Kumar passed away. So whatever I know of him was through my nani, who's my grandfather's second wife. And she would have his books and posters, and she would talk about him. And then when I joined the film industry, I heard so much about him from people. I didn't even know I was honestly related to someone who's such a big legend. And Saeed Jaffrey lived in London
most of the
time.
Correct.
So again, there I never really got to meet him.
And you never met him?
I never met him. I must have been very, very young when I met him. My mum and, of course, her siblings, they, growing up, interacted with him a lot. So again, for me, I've learned everything about them after joining the film industry. But yes, they are related to me. So I hope that one gene comes in somewhere.
You know, but your grand uncle, Saeed Jaffrey Saab, once said that whatever the role, how much ever time you get on screen, make the most of it and make an impact. I think you seem to have been inspired by this quote of his, especially in the lust story.
Oh, in lust, okay, yeah.
Because those 15 minutes of screen time and you created such an impact. I'd like to know what was the reaction of your family, especially your grandmother.
When Karan called me for lust stories, obviously when I saw Karan Johar calling me, I was like, I have to do this. Because I was like, it's Karan Johar, I'm getting such a huge opportunity to work with him, be directed by him. He makes such few films. And then, and when he told me the story, I went ballistic laughing. And of course, I mean, some of us have watched the Hollywood films like When Harry Met Sally and The Ugly Truth, which have scenes like this in them, but had never been done in India before. When I was telling my parents that this is the story and this is what...
Oh, so you actually told them?
Yeah, I was like... So I was like, so you know, this is the story, and my father was like, okay. Then they saw it, they loved the movie and everything. But then it was time for my grandmom to see it. So she was enjoying it and she was liking it. And then after it got over, I said, you did understand what happened, right? Like she's had this moment, unfortunately, in front of the whole family and all. So she's like, in front of the family, in front of the world, you've done this now. And she was like, that she looked at it at a more deeper level. She was like, in-laws should not force their son and daughter to have a baby so soon after marriage. And she saw those things. So
each one interpreted it. That's very nice. But basically your family was cool.
Basically, I mean, they didn't even have a choice.
Even if they were cool, I'm going to up the temperature now. Now we are on to the grill. You know, it's now time for action because we want to play YOLO with you. You only live once. But before that, I want you to take this oath, the Gen Y oath.
This is the Gen Y oath?
Yes.
I,
Kiara Advani, promise to be very honest.
To try and be very honest.
I will spill the beans.
Where I will spill the beans.
On everybody.
On everybody who I know.
Okay, so we'll go. Besides the name, one thing that you would like to be common between you and Alia?
I think her timing is very good. Like she's very spontaneous as an actor, so that's very nice.
Okay. I thought you'd say Ranbir Kapoor.
No, if it was that, then I'd be like, I don't want to share. So let her be.
You can't share.
No, not those things.
Since you played mother to a tiny tot, I'm going to talk about different kinds of babies. You have to tell me which actor fits into that kind of baby.
Okay.
Angry and hungry baby.
I think Siddharth Malhotra.
Naughty.
Varun.
Silent but violent.
Shahid.
Calm and cool.
Laxmi sir.
Weird yet adorable.
Vicky, but he's very adorable, yeah.
Now is your chance to come back on those who roast you on social media, online.
Oh dear.
You know, how you give it back to them. You are savage and your replies are lit AF. Lit AF as in lit as fun.
You're really getting with the lingo. You're fully getting with the lingo. I feel you're more Gen Y than me right now.
So, I'm going to show you some trolls. Yes. You know, basically you've been trolled for your dressing and for your branded products.
I feel now if my parents see this, they'll be like, see, you shouldn't spend your money on all these things.
This. Wait. I want you to answer in Kabir Singh style, not as Kiara Advani. Let me read some memes and some trolls. Bad makeup or Botox gone wrong?
What is that line? It's my personal space. My personal space पे कोई दखल मत देना मेरे personal space पे.
When you're bored of having a noodle, make a gown of it. Best way to stop food wastage.
Don't touch my noodles. That sounds very wrong. That sounds really wrong. This is definitely going to be in the book. That's it. Y'all have told me. चलो, trollers को मैंने काम पे लगा दिया आज.
Do you have a secret pact with Karan Johar? Dharma Productions? Dharma Productions don't seem to get
I
enough
should
of
get an
you.
office at Dharma Productions.
Exactly.
No?
Kalank, Good News,
Good News,
Sher Is there
Shah,
any more films
Guilty.
which we don't know? Guilty.
Guilty is, yeah, it's on Netflix. That'll come, but it's Dharma and Netflix's first film. Yeah.
And any more?
Though these are the ones that are announced. So, yeah.
But I actually have cracked it. I realize why Karan keeps signing you for every film. You know, like there's a bond of love between two people. I think between you and Karan is the bond of lust.
Me and Karan. Lust?
After the lust story.
Yeah, there is a bond of lust.
But there's something I'm going to show you which probably even you don't know.
Kiara, my darling, you know how much I love you and you know how excited and proud I am about all your achievements. And I'm so glad that we ended the year with amazing news, good news. And you've had such a solid 2019 and here's to many, many exciting years ahead. I realized that, you know, that lust has been such an important aspect of our dynamic. And everybody would wonder what we're talking about, but you know what I mean. Our story began with a lust story and I think it's ended really well for you in every which way. And I'm so glad that lust is getting you all the love. I have worked with you, directed you, and I just know that you're so solidly professional, so sincere, and you have such a huge connect with audiences across the world. I just hope that you keep that ambition level, that talent level, and that sincerity and professionalism that you are so known for. Keep that going, and the world will be at your feet.
How sweet. That's so sweet.
That was such a wonderful message.
So sweet. Yeah, I think I'm really lucky that I had got that opportunity with him because he's an amazing director. Like, it's for any actor who gets that opportunity.
And an amazing person.
And he's such an amazing person. I got to know him so closely while we worked on Love Stories. And I think I can call him for anything. With any film, anything, the smallest thing, what to wear, to whether I should do something, whether I should sign something. And he's just, and he comes from, it comes from a really genuine place. It's like he'll really care for you to give you that advice. So he's just, yeah, he's very special for sure.
I think you're getting a little sentimental.
Yeah,
Please don't
really
get sentimental.
sweet.
It's now time for action. I'm going to name some of your co-stars. I want you to tell me what is the wildest piece of advice you'd give them.
Okay.
Yes. So first, Diljit Dosanjh.
He should just just be. He's very reserved and but I think he should just let loose and just be because he's such a lovely person. Even
Shahid Kapoor.
He shouldn't overthink too much.
Vicky Kaushal.
Vicky should do some massy film. I feel like he's he's got that massy quality. He's a badass dancer. He knows all the Bollywood moves and like full Punjabi munda. You'll see on his Instagram. Ek film he should do like that where he's like crazy massy.
Siddharth Malhotra.
He should do more films like Sher Shah. I think in that space because he's a very subtle actor.
He's very good in that space.
He's really good in that space, yeah.
And Akshay Kumar.
Akshay needs no advice. He needs to give us advice.
And what's the best advice he's given you?
So we recently shot for Laxmi. We've been shooting for Laxmi Bomb. But something he recently told me, he said, never let the child inside you die because that's the spark that you'll always have for life. And I think that's so true because that's what keeps that spunk.
You know, talking about Akshay Kumar, I don't need to remind you that he's the one who brought you into Bollywood with a film called Fugly.
Yeah.
So I want to know actually, on the sets of Fugly, were you as mischievous as the film itself?
I'll answer that.
Friends, that's Ashwini Yardi, Kiara Advani's producer. Yes, she's the one who produced Fugly. Ashwini, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So you were supposed to answer the question, was she as mischievous as the film itself, Fugly?
I remember her being so dedicated. I'm like, oh my God, is she as young as her age? And she was with 3 guys, Fugly was 3 men. And
That must have been fun.
Yeah, but she was like one proper, I want to rehearse properly. I want to the dance rehearsal, everything was like, she's very dedicated.
A
Even
producer
now,
and
I
a
think,
director's
yeah.
delight, I think.
Yeah,
Still
even
dedicated.
now, she still is, yeah.
Wow, that's lovely.
But actually, nobody knows this, but she's been my constant. She's been the only person in the industry who She was my first producer. She's also my agent, my manager, my momager, like my mom and all say.
I'm more
they'll
like a
be
mother
yeah.
than anything.
She's like,
I'm more interested in more like how was it take or anything. I'll be more have you eaten and things like that.
That's
my
very
manager will
sweet.
have like fill my dates up, and she'll be like, oh, give her 2 days to rest, like let her
Oh,
relax.
like a typical mother.
Like she's my parents said it's the only film of mine that they ever came on set, and that also for like a week, and then they were like, okay, I'm well
You're in
settled,
safe
you're
hands.
in the best hands. And I think like more than me going out with Ash, they all were all going
Yeah.
for chaat in Delhi
Yeah,
and
so
stuff
we
like
were
that.
more
And
like
give
on the
up.
sets of Fugly. Her parents and me were eating chaat.
So you were
Deep
happy
sea
she's
kind
taking
of
care of them, and they are happy that she's taking care of you.
It's a very well worked out equation.
Lovely,
And then
that's
even
very
when the name change happened, in fact, you must ask Ashwini this story because she came up with the worst names ever.
Yeah.
Oh.
The worst
So
names.
basically, it was Salman Khan who called me, and he's like, no, you have to change because there's another big star called Alia. So he said, come up with some names. So I said, okay. I don't know what happened to me. I couldn't get out my 25 years of making soaps on TV, like whatever, Tumhari Disha.
They're beautiful
and,
names. But
But they're very
and they were
soap.
not going.
And every time I would think of a rubbish name and I would message him, do you think this works? And he would call up, no. And finally I told her, listen, let's call you Anamika because I can't think of a name, so let you just be nameless. She took it seriously.
So we almost by then we were
Yeah,
like,
so I
you know
said,
what,
you are
let's
Anamika.
go for
I
it.
don't have a name that Salman likes.
I've done full research on Anamika and like made people say it, and you know how would like the Indian audience say it and stuff. And my little younger cousin, she told me that she asked her
Maid.
her staff about this name Anamika, and they said, oh yeah, it's actually there's a soap on television, बहुत अच्छा show है. उसमें एक लड़की है, वो मरती है, फिर भूतनी बनती है. It's
Then
already
she
got
came
such
up
a
with
big-
Kiara.
She came up with Kiara.
So then I did my duty of messaging Salman. Do you think Kiara works? And then I got a reply, yes, it does. I'm like, okay, you're Kiara.
But I always liked
basically,
the name
yeah,
Kiara.
yeah,
I was
so
like, I knew
basically-
if I had a daughter, I'd call her Kiara. I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
forget it. I don't know when that's happening. I need the name.
Which brings us to the next segment, and that is called Boss Move. It's a case of role reversals. So you are Ashwini Yardi, where the producer's hat, and you
Lovely.
are Kiara Advani. Now the first incident that you have to enact. Kiara Advani is very busy. Ashwini, you have a fantastic script for her, and you are aware that she has no dates. But you are smart. You know how to actually get her interested and get her to sign on the dotted line. Come on.
So I have a really, really interesting script for you. It's full performance oriented, and you look good also while you're here.
I always look good, Ashwini.
Of course you look good, but you know, this one, it's like real raw acting. It's exactly what you want to do right now. And the whole
Who's the
film-
leading man?
Just this is actually playing the actress card.
Well, now there's something for her. Kiara Advani has loved the script, which Ashwini has, and she wants to do the film, but you have offered the film to another hero. She's upset, so she'll pass on the message, she'll make it very clear she's upset, but in a very nice, dignified manner. So there you go.
You know, Ashwini, that dates that, you know, you're going to be busy. I was thinking, why don't I sort of, I can do a look test for you.
But Ki, you're so busy right now. I don't want to put this
No,
added
but you know
pressure.
what? I can do a double shift for the other film.
How
Anyway,
you
it's with
perform?
Akshay. I can start at 5 in the morning. I can finish by 3 o'clock. And I can start that film after that. And so I'll have more dates. I can do it, but it's only if you think I'm right for the role.
Fine. Can't say no to her. I'll just give it to her.
You know, I
She's so
cry very well.
professional.
There's so much of crying in this film. I cry so well. Every film I've cried is a super hit.
Super hit, exactly. So every
No,
film
it's a
she
very
cries in,
surprise.
she makes the distributors and the producers smile all the way to the bank. And well, you're also going to smile now because for your beautiful, lovely, wonderful performances, I've got a gift hamper for each of you. Well, Ashwini, you're the winner because you
Thank
imitated Kiara very well. Then Kiara,
Thank you.
we have one for you also from
Yay.
N's Closet. And now which brings us to the last segment, which is called Witty Meter.
Which
So-
is a new
Oh.
thing.
So I've got questions, and the only thing that you have to do is give the wrong answer. If you give the correct answer, you're in trouble.
Okay.
I'm going to fail you.
So, are you ready?
I don't know. Let's try.
Kiara will get insecure about her role if her co-star is this.
He's
Mickey
good.
Mouse. Mickey
Okay.
Mouse.
Ashwini wants to act as a lead woman in front of this actor.
Hrithik Roshan.
Kiara will marry immediately if this person will propose.
Donald Trump.
Kiara can create a world record in this activity.
21 kilometers, marathon.
And lastly, Ashwini desperately makes a film on this subject with Akshay Kumar playing the lead role.
A horror film.
Yeah, like Laxmi Bomb.
Like Laxmi Bomb, yeah.
But it's a horror comedy.
No, but you were not going to make that. So I got it right.
Oh, okay.
So you have to give the wrong
Now
answer.
you're like, damn it, it's a damn good film.
So you are right and wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right and wrong.
Kiara and Ashwini, it was great fun having
Thank
both
you
of
for
you.
having
I think
me.
you're all like a house on fire. We've enjoyed ourselves and I'm sure the audience too has enjoyed. Thank you so much for being on the show. And here's a small little gift hamper for each one of you.
Thank
They're
you.
more
Thank you
gifts?
so
Yes.
much.
I love this show.
Ashwini, this is courtesy just like that
Thank you
for
so
you.
much.
Kiara, thank you for your time. So friends, that was Kiara Advani, the wonderful Kiara Advani and the equally wonderful Ashwini Yardi. We had a lot of fun on this episode of Starry Nights Gen Y. I'm sure you too enjoyed. So stay tuned. We'll meet you next week with yet another sparkling, sizzling episode of Starry Nights Gen Y. Thank you.
Let's figure it out. Better be good, honey, for the shop.
I'm sure you'd like to caption it.
Saying good news, it's great.
Welcome to Starry Nights. Starry Nights.
When it comes to my work, I feel I kind of blur everything else out when I'm working. I love making movies, I love cinema and music and dance and just creating. But the one thing that I learned on my very first film from Majid sir was that once it's done, it's out there and you don't get another shot at it. Be aware this is your only shot, give it everything and then go home and I'm Gen Win, if that counts.
When it comes to cricket, I wasn't talented enough. When it comes to tennis, I think I didn't have guidance at a young age, and so I kind of lost the opportunity. Something led to the other, and yeah.
The moral of this story is that he was meant to be a part of movies in some way or the other. Look at him, he's a gorilla.